Welcome, it's time for the Nostalgia Show. We are going to go back in time and find out what life was like in the 1950s. Here we have this beautiful ad, and I feel like the theme of this ad that we call Guest Husband is affordable luxuries, and I think you'll see why as we begin. This is April 1950. What a tempting, delicious first course when you serve Bachelor's tomato soup. I love this because anything that could make my life easier, I'm all in for, because usually when people are talking about going back to affordable luxuries and things like this, they're talking about like making things from scratch. And so I like this because I feel like this can be doable for me as a busy housewife. Okay, so Guest Husband. Jeff is away on business most of the week. The first time he arrived home unexpectedly, there was only meat leftovers for meal. Oh no. What a crisis. And I'm all about leftovers. I mean, if I go to the fridge and I see leftovers, I'm like, cha-ching, I am hooked up. I have leftovers. What's the deal against leftovers? What a crisis. I ran for help to my neighbor and she overwhelmed me with good things from her shelf of Bachelor's canned foods. So I see she doesn't just have Bachelor's canned foods, she has a shelf of them. This is also the advertiser's way of letting you know that your neighbors support this, your neighbors encourage this, your neighbors' husbands are not going to look down on you for serving canned food. So this is letting you know, peer pressure wise, that this food is totally acceptable and totally approved of and actually applauded. There was gorgeous Bachelor soup. I love how like a can is gorgeous, okay? Because if you see it, the food itself can look gorgeous, but how does a can look gorgeous? That's gorgeous, that label. Tender Bachelor peas made the meat seem a lot, okay? So they're all about stretching your food, keeping things, doing it for a dime. And Bachelor's fruit was such a treat. I can do canned everything. Canned soup, canned veggies, but not canned fruit. I cannot do canned fruit. Is there any canned fruit that's good? Let me know in the comments. Last week, back from abroad, Jeff awarded me nylons after my latest Bachelor's meal. He thinks I'm the wonderful one. I can just imagine like she's serving him the meal and she looks gorgeous and he's like, you know what, honey, I have a present for you. I've got you stockings. Oops. And so I just think that would be like a nice treat as a thank you, but I would prefer like diamonds or these earrings, nylons. Really, maybe it was because it was hard to get. Was it still hard to get in the 50s? I know it was rationing the nylons in the 40s during the war. Make your meals exciting with the goodness of delicious, nourishing Bachelor's canned soups. They always bring you the same first quality, and they are priced for the thrifty. I think it's interesting. First quality. Every word matters in advertising. What do they mean by first quality? It's like first class. And look how first class they try to make the table look. Let's go on. Let's look at this. She looks like Ingrid Bergman. Gorgeous. She's got rouge and lipstick on. She's got this gorgeous top on. And she looks like she could go to a cafe. They have nice little china here on a tray. The candles are lit. All very, very nice. And then he is dressed to the nines. He has his little napkin handkerchief on his lap, and the flowers and the tablecloths and the placemats. All of these things are giving you the picture of this is first class, but yet we're doing it from a can. Now they want you to know it's thrifty, but so you might be thinking, well, why is it cheap? Was no good? No, you see, the makers buy it in quantity just when vegetable and fruit is at its best. So get Bachelor's wonderful foods today. And Ellie needs some food right now, so we're gonna go. Maybe we'll try this recipe. The pea burgers. No pea burgers. Thank you for joining us for the Nostalgia Show. Let's go eat.